Hi there. A lot of the work I do with people has to do with how to make decisions, how to decide the right thing to do, how to know the right thing to do. And here's the deal. We always have available to us common sense. Common sense is wisdom. Common sense is insight. It's creativity. Common sense is available when our thinking gets just even a little quieter. Common sense says whether or not eating this food is going to be a good idea. Common sense says whether or not to spend this money on this thing. And what gets in the way of following common sense and listening to common sense is insecure thinking. And that can happen in two ways. We can get so wrapped around the axle trying to find the right answers, trying to figure things out, so convinced that our well-being will rise or fall with the right answer that we can't hear common sense, that our innate intelligence can't come through. So that's one way. There's just too much noise in the system. The other way we miss common sense is that we override it. Insecure thinking says, if I don't eat this dessert, I'm going to be missing out on some pleasure. Or insecure thinking says, not eating this dessert is an act of deprivation, and I get all this thinking about deprivation and pleasure. Or if I don't buy this iPhone, I am depriving myself, or I will lose status with my friends, or I might miss opportunity that depends on technology. So we override our common sense out of fear, out of insecure thinking, that somehow we will be missing out or harming ourselves or unhappy if we listen to common sense. But when we realize that that noise is just noise, it's just insecure thinking, and that common sense will always guide us to a more peaceful, grounded, and happy way, then we can begin to trust it. We can revel even, certainly take delight and reassurance, feel reassured in the knowledge that common sense is always available. It's not a matter of doing what you should do. It's more a matter of realizing that the wisest thing, the most natural thing, the best thing to do in the circumstance is generally available to you. You generally know what it is. It's not that you should do it, it's that you get to do it. You have this option. Now, the world isn't going to fall apart in most cases if you don't follow your common sense. But isn't it nice to know that when your thinking settles, common sense is available. And if you choose to, you can follow it. And that when you follow it, you're going to have more of an experience of the innate well-being that is always yours. So that innate well-being doesn't go anywhere. It's unassailable. But when you follow your common sense, when you have a greater experience of, you're more in touch with that innate well-being. I hope that's helpful. Bye-bye.